Most people already know the basics about money. Save a little, invest some, spend wisely. And yeah, these ideas sound so simple you might think, I've heard all this before. But here's the thing. If they're so simple, why are most people still broke or stuck living paycheck to paycheck? It's because knowing something isn't the same as living it. And without a clear step-by-step way to apply these rules, most people never stick with them long enough to see results. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with 5 timeless money lessons, the exact same ones that turned Arkad, a broke scribe in ancient Babylon, into the richest man in the richest city of his time. They're simple, yes, but they're powerful. And if you actually follow them, they can completely change your financial life. So let's step into ancient Babylon. Imagine the dusty streets, the cries of merchants, the smell of spices in the air, and there's Arkad, just a broke scribe. He's been scratching numbers into clay tablets all day, while everyone else around him jingles pouches of gold. Finally, he's had enough. He goes up to Algamish, one of the richest men in the city, and asks, "How do I get what you have?" Algamish doesn't give him a huge speech. He just leans in and says, "Keep 1/10 of all you earn. Always pay yourself first." That's it. No magic trick. Just keep 10%. So Arkad tries it. For months, 1 coin out of every 10 goes straight into his own pouch, and he feels amazing. For the first time, the pouch is getting heavier. Then, the Festival of the Moon happens. New robes, exotic wine, musicians playing all night, and Arkad's like, I deserve this. You already know what happens next. Pouch empty. Next time he sees Algamish, he tells him what happened. And Algamish just laughs. You pay the wine seller, the robe maker, the landlord, but you don't pay yourself. That's why you're still poor. And honestly, we do the same thing now. Paycheck comes in, and poof, gone. Bills, rent, food delivery, subscriptions you forgot you had. Then you say you'll save what's left, but nothing's ever left. The fix? Flip the order. First bill you pay is to yourself. Minimum 10%, every single time. Doesn't matter if it's a side hustle or a salary, you take your cut first. And don't rely on memory. Automate it. Think of every saved dollar as a soldier in your personal army. Every month, you're adding more soldiers. And one day, that army fights for you. Buying your freedom from a job you hate, funding that dream business, or giving you choices instead of financial panic. I even know a guy who worked minimum wage at a bakery. He still saved 10% for 5 years. That turned into enough to open his own cafe. Now he's his own boss. But after a while, Arkad noticed something. The pouch was heavier, sure, but it wasn't changing his life. Because you can't just save your way to wealth. You need to control what's going out just as much as you control what's coming in. And that's where lesson 2 comes in. And this is where most people's money problems actually start. Even though he's saving 10%, he still feels broke. So next time Algamish visits, Arkad says, I'm doing what you told me. I'm saving my 10th, but I'm still poor the rest of the month. Algamish just smiles. That's because you confuse your wants with your needs. What you call necessary expenses will always grow to match your income, unless you control them. And man, if that isn't the most relatable thing ever, you get a raise, and within a month you've accidentally upgraded your lifestyle. Bigger apartment, nicer clothes, more nights out. You swear you need it all. Arkad didn't believe him at first, so Algamish gave him a task. Write down every single coin you spend for a month. So he does it, and when he looks back at the clay tablet, he's shocked. A gold piece here for a musician at the tavern. 2 silver for imported figs he didn't even finish. A handful of coins for sandals he didn't need yet. Sound familiar? It's the same thing as our $5 coffee every day, or streaming subscriptions you forgot you had. Controlling your expenditures doesn't mean living like a monk. It means deciding in advance where your money will go, and making sure the important stuff gets priority. Arkad started planning his spending before the month began. Food, housing, a little for fun, all inside limits he set himself. And if he wanted something big, he'd save up for it instead of letting it steal from his future. And he didn't feel poorer. He actually felt richer. Because now his gold wasn't disappearing without his permission. If you want to try this, here's the modern version. For the next 30 days, track every expense. At the end of the month, circle the ones that didn't give you lasting value. Cut them. Keep the ones that genuinely matter. The money you free up, that's more gold to fatten your purse and later to invest. And that's the big takeaway here. Saving 10% is step 1. But if you let the other 90% slip away carelessly, you'll never get ahead. And Arkad's about to learn the next